Wow, all of this art is so fascinating. I've never seen such a big selection of talented pieces. Yeah, man, this is great. And to think this is all just unknown artists. The quality of work is pretty astounding. Honestly, I had no idea I would enjoy art this much. Usually, I just don't get it. I'm the same way sometimes. For a while, I hated coming to places like this because they are always too pretentious. One time I saw a urinal in the middle of the exhibit and it was labeled fountain. Like, seriously? That's art? Yeah, man, I get that. Some artists are just whack jobs with no real talent. I heard a conspiracy theory that the buying and selling art is just a money laundering scheme, especially for the Illuminati. Yeah, I don't know about all of that nonsense, but at least I can enjoy it now. Whoa, take a look at this painting! I've never seen something like this before. The colors are incredible. Look at the way they all blend in with one another. I feel like this is telling a story or something.
Oh, do you like this painting?
Yeah, it's amazing. I could stare at it all day. I wish I knew who the artist was so I could thank them.
Actually, I'm the one who made it. My name is Natalie. Nice to meet you.
Wow, you're incredible. It's really great to meet you. My name is Johnny. This is my buddy Derek. Nice to meet ya. You're really talented.
Thanks so much. I'm pretty critical of my work and don't think I'm anything special, especially compared to the other pieces in the exhibit. But thank you so much for your kind words.
No way. This is by far the best one I've seen. Could you tell me more about it?
Well, the composition of it is representative of my struggle of being an artist. I tried to represent the balance between staying true to myself and doing what I love, but also knowing there is a chance I might have to give it up someday to find a real job. That's also the way I chose the colors to use. If you see, the brighter colors are more organized, but the darker ones are pretty messy. It's to show I want to focus my life on painting and show resentment about having to maybe give it up.
That is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. It's one thing to have thoughts like that, but to be able to express them the way you did is pure genius.
I really appreciate you saying that.
Hey, I know this is kind of sudden and feel free to decline, but would you mind meeting up with me sometime to talk more about art? I really just started getting into it and would love to hear more from a talented artist's perspective. Want to go get coffee sometime?
Sure. I always love talking about art. Here's my number. Call me up anytime.
Will do. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Anyway, I gotta go talk to the exhibition director. Talk to you again soon.
Dude, you're the man! You just hit a home run! Talented and cute. What a win. Mark my words, one day I'm going to marry that girl.
Mom, it finally happened! Johnny proposed to me.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Tell me all about it.
It was the most romantic proposal of all time. It started with us going out to my favorite restaurant. After that, he said he wanted to go to a local art gallery, but he rented the place out completely. We were the only ones there. We got to spend as much time as we wanted looking at all the different pieces. At the end, there were a ton of candles all shaped in a heart with one of my drawings in the middle. As soon as I saw it, I knew he was going to propose to me. I turned around and he was already down on one knee and asked me to marry him.
How romantic. He must really love you if he went through all that trouble to propose to you. You did say yes, didn't you? You'd be a fool not to.
Of course I said yes. There's no reason on earth for me to say no. Even if he proposed to me in a McDonald's parking lot, I still would have said yes. He has been the best thing to ever happen to me. Ever since we started dating, he's been so supportive in my art and the career in design. Not to mention he's such a hard worker himself. He's built up his career and become so successful.
It sounds like you really picked a winner. You better thank God a guy like that is into you.
Mom, come on. I think I'm a pretty good catch.
Of course you are, honey. I was just joking. So now what? Are you going to start looking at wedding venues or make a guest list? Or maybe it's too early to think about any of that.
Just out of curiosity, I was already looking at a couple wedding venues even before he proposed. Plus, I've had some friends get married recently, so I'm starting to get an idea of what kind of wedding I want to have. Eventually, we want you to also get together with his mom to meet her. We're saving that for the last step of the whole process, though.
Okay, honey. Just let me know where to be and I'll be there. Oh, and of course, let me know if there's anything else I can help you with to get ready for the wedding.
Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate it. I'll let you know when we need help.
I still can't believe my precious little boy is getting married. It seems like just yesterday I was cradling him in my arms. And now he's all grown up.
I know how you feel, Elaine. Sometimes it still shocks me to think that our Natalie has flown the nest as well. I still remember when she was a naughty little girl scribbling all over the walls with crayons. To think that she's now at the age where she's getting married and having a family of her own. Where does the time go, eh?
Dad, please, stop being so embarrassing.
Don't stop, Barry. I like hearing cute stories about when Nat was little. Kids are such funny little creatures, aren't they? Well, playing around and being silly is all part of growing up healthy after all. No matter how much you dote on them, they always have a rebellious phase though, don't they? Johnny used to scream at me, "Mom, you just don't get me," and would slam his bedroom door. When he did that for the first time, it really was such a shock for me as a mother. Natalie had a phase like that as well. Although you're fully aware as a parent that puberty is a difficult time and it's to be expected that your children will lash out, it doesn't stop you from getting upset about it. It's like your baby has been suddenly snatched away from you. Still, I think the wall scribbling incident was good in a way, as it helped us to discover Natalie's talent for drawing. I'm sure that even now those scribbles stick in her mind whenever she's drawing something for work. Yes. I heard that Natalie's work was something to do with drawing. Is that right? Yes, that's right. But to be honest, I'm not too sure exactly what her work involves. Why don't you tell Elaine about your work in more detail, Natalie?
To put it simply, I work in product design. Right now, I'm working as a designer for a cosmetics company.
Oh, to tell you the truth, I never really thought you could make a real job out of drawing. The only thing that really comes to mind normally is those artists who have their work displayed in exhibitions. Actually, Matt has already had a few of her pieces featured in exhibitions before. Next up, the Louvre.
Yeah, right. That's never gonna happen. I appreciate the encouragement, though. I'm focusing a lot on my career now and don't have too much time for my own artwork. Either way, I'm perfectly satisfied with the work I'm doing right now.
Ah, I see. By the way, Barry, I heard that you run your own company.
It's just a small company, but I'm earning enough to scrape by. Just enough so I don't have to worry too much in my old age.
Oh, honey, you're so modest. You never give yourself enough credit. He's always downplaying it, but he works so hard and takes his work very seriously. He's always the first one to arrive at work and the last one to leave. Well, it certainly seems that you two have always doted on Natalie. Don't you feel sad sending her off to get married? Mom! Johnny, this is a feeling that you'll only understand when you have kids of your own. That's right. When I heard that Natalie was going to be getting married, I cried my eyes out, I'm telling you. But seeing how lovely our future son-in-law and his mother are, I feel more at peace. I feel exactly the same. Don't you think that our kids are a match made in heaven?
Yes, we couldn't agree more. I feel like it must be fate that they met each other. We sure are lucky that they both grew up to be such good kids.
You sure are right about that. Okay, Mom, you can stop now. You're embarrassing me. All right, I got it. I'll shut my big mouth now. We heard from Natalie that things are going smoothly with the wedding preparations. Have you heard much about it from Johnny? Yes, he's a well-organized kid, so I'm sure that the two of them are handling things just fine. We think so, too. Even so, if you guys are struggling with anything, don't hesitate to reach out to us, all right?
Yes, Mom. Thank you. We'll let you know if we need your help at all.
Well, shall we get going now then? It's been lovely meeting you today, Elaine.
And you too. It's been a pleasure.
Well, I guess the next time we see you will be at the wedding.
Just hearing the word wedding makes me want to cry. I hope you'll welcome my Johnny into your family. Of course we will. And we hope you'll do the same for our Natalie.
I'm so glad we finally finished with the photo shoot. I had no idea how hard it was going to be.
It must have been pretty uncomfortable, right? I also had no idea how uncomfortable wearing a suit would be, so I can only imagine it must have been worse for you.
It's okay. Being all dolled up made me feel much prettier than I normally do, which was a nice feeling.
What do you mean? You always look pretty.
Oh, please. I have seen myself in the mirror, you know. I know that I look like a completely different person all decked up like this. You need to get your eyes checked if you think the regular me is as pretty.
I'm telling you, you look pretty whatever you're wearing.
Look at you throwing compliments around like it's nothing. I'm all flustered now.
Well, what am I supposed to say if it's true that you're always pretty?
Whatever. Anyway, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to wear this dress on the day. Just wearing it for the shoot has sapped all my energy.
At least it's spring and the weather is nice and cool.
You're right. If it was really hot or really cold, things would have been a million times worse.
It's a good thing that we opted for an indoor wedding and don't have to worry too much about the weather.
I really hate wearing high heels as well. It's so hard to keep my balance, so I end up just standing still like an idiot. What will I do if I fall over whilst walking down the aisle?
When you're walking down the aisle, you'll have your dad with you. And after that, you can just hold on to me. I promise I won't let you fall, so don't worry about it, okay?
Thanks, honey.
Don't mention it. But isn't it weird to think that we're actually going to be married soon? The reality is really starting to hit me now.
You think it's weird too? I really feel like I'm living in a dream right now. I didn't know that getting dressed up and taking pictures would make me feel so special.
Right? This shoot has made me look forward to spending the rest of my life with you even more.
Me too. We're going to have the best married life. I just know it.
Yes, I will do my best to make you happy. I'll work hard and become a husband that you can be proud of.
You're so cute. And I'll try my best to become a wife that you can be proud of.
I love you, Nat.
I love you too, honey.
I knew it was going to be hard choosing your dress, Natalie, but I had no idea that choosing my own dress would also be such a huge task. I should have started looking much earlier.
It's okay, Mom. Take your time and choose whichever dress you like.
I'm also not used to wearing fancy occasion dresses like these, so I'm not really sure what to choose.
Don't worry, Elaine. You don't need to worry either. I can pick out one that I know will suit you.
It does ease my mind that you have an artistic eye, Natalie. I trust your judgment.
You can leave it to me, Elaine. Oh, Mom, I think a light color dress would suit you more than a dark one. Let's look over this side.
They all look so pretty. I really don't know which one to choose. Will you choose for me, Natalie?
But Mom, you'll be the one wearing the dress, not me. It has to be something that you feel comfortable in.
Well, it's your wedding, so I want to wear whatever you think is prettiest. I'm not bothered about anyone else's opinions.
Well, how about this color? It's the one that would suit you the best in my opinion. Why don't you try it on, and if you don't like it, we can just choose another one?
You know more than I do about these things. I'll go and try it on now. So why don't you help Elaine choose her dress whilst you wait for me?
Okay, Mom. Go ahead.
Natalie, could you let me know what you think of this dress?
Yes, Elaine! Oh, wow. This color really suits you. It really complements your complexion.
I always spend so much time worrying about what I should wear, so it's funny that I've picked out a nice dress for the wedding on my first try.
You have great taste, Elaine.
Aw, you flatter me. By the way, may I ask, is your mom not interested in makeup at all?
Oh, no. My mom is quite frugal, so she normally doesn't buy makeup. I normally buy it for her without telling her the price. This is just between us, though. Ah, I see. But she's the wife of a CEO. Shouldn't she be seen to be making a little bit more of an effort? It's really not a big company, and my dad is quite a frugal person too, so the two of them are well suited to each other. Ah, I see. By the way, did you take leave from work to come here today, as it's a weekday? Ah, well, I actually quit my job recently. You quit your job? Oh my goodness. But isn't it hard to find another job these days in the current economic climate? We are in a recession, you know. You don't need to worry about that, Elaine. I'm sure I'll be able to find a new job in no time.
Natalie, I finished trying the dress on. Will you come and take a look?
Oh, wow. Mom, you look amazing. Take a look in the mirror. It suits you so well.
Oh my goodness. It is true that clothes really can change a person. I never knew I could look so nice.
It's not the clothes. It's because you're naturally beautiful, Mom.
Oh, you flatter me. Has Elaine chosen her dress yet, by the way?
Yeah, she picked one out just now. I didn't even help her out or anything. She immediately chose one that suited her really well.
Oh, wow. You have impeccable taste, Elaine.
Not really. Since we finished shopping, how about we all go and get a coffee together or something?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't think I'll have the time today. Oh, really? That's a shame. It will probably be difficult to find a time to meet up between now and the wedding. I know, but it can't be helped. Something urgent came up, so I'm going to have to rush off.
Oh, Elaine!
Yes, what is it?
Oh, it's nothing, sorry. See you later!
Okay, bye-bye now. What's wrong, Natalie?
It's just that earlier she never said anything about having somewhere to be, but she suddenly said that something urgent had come up. Do you think we made her uncomfortable somehow?
Of course not. You're just letting your nerves get the better of you and you're starting to imagine things.
You think so? That's a relief then.
Let's hurry up and head home too. I'm getting a bit tired now.
Okay, let's go home. Thanks for today, Mom. Hey, what's up, dude?
Yes? What is it?
I tried to get your attention quite a few times and you didn't hear me. What are you thinking about so intently that you're going off into a daze right in front of me, huh?
Was I in a daze? Sorry, honey. I was just thinking about a few things.
What things were you thinking about?
I was worrying about the house that we're planning on moving into after we're married. It looks like we might not be able to move in straight away.
Why? Did something happen?
Is everything okay with your family at the moment?
Huh? Oh yeah, everything's the same as ever. My dad is busy with work and all my mom does is ask me if the wedding preparations are going well.
The thing is, my mom has been really depressed lately, so I feel like it really isn't the time for me to ask her to give us the money she set aside to help us buy a house.
It's been a while already since we decided on the house, so I think if we wait any longer to pay the deposit, things might fall through. The money that my family is putting towards it won't even cover half the deposit. Is she really, really depressed? Is it really impossible to ask her for the money now?
No matter how many times I try and talk to her, she doesn't respond to me and just stays in her room all by herself. She's eating fine, but she keeps trying to avoid talking to me.
I guess just the two of you have lived together for such a long time now. Do you think she's upset because of how lonely she's going to be when you move out? My mom often talks about how she's going to be so lonely she won't know what to do with herself when I get married.
I don't think that's the case, because she said she was okay with it and we talked about it before. I promised I'd live with her to take care of her until I got married, but she could just be pretending to be okay with everything. She said that you gave a really good impression and that you were nice, so she wasn't worried about me moving out and getting married.
But maybe as we get closer to the wedding, she has started to realize that she's actually not okay with it.
That could be it. But my mom has always been someone who would never just ignore people, so this has really shocked me.
I gave her quite a generous amount of money each month, but instead of spending it on food, she would always prioritize clothes and makeup.
I guess she's been through more than I thought.
Yeah. She never wanted us to appear as if we were struggling because my dad wasn't around and obviously worried about this all the time.
But you told her that you'd keep sending her money even after we get married, and I already said that I was on board with that. If we can stop her from worrying about this, then maybe it will make her a bit more relaxed.
Thanks for worrying about her. And sorry about all this. I know it's not the easiest thing to talk about.
It's okay. I completely understand your situation, honey. My dad is still working, so we don't need to worry too much about money on my side. Don't fret about it, okay?
The thing is, Nat, I never really understood my mom when I was little.
Why was that?
We never really had that much to eat, but she always had a lot of clothes and makeup. I thought that maybe she didn't love me, or that she resented the fact that she had to raise me. But I guess that was my mom's way of showing her love for me. She wanted to raise me to never be ashamed of our family by focusing on keeping up appearances.
Oh, honey. That must have been so hard for you.
It was hard, but that was until I was able to understand my mom. Things are fine now.
Let's go visit your mom as often as we can after we get married. You're her only child, so you need to make sure she doesn't get lonely in her old age. I'll also try my best to look after her.
Thanks, Nat. You've done so much for me. I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay you.
Oh, honey, don't worry about it. We're getting married. It's natural to do these things for each other. You do so much for me as well.
I really don't feel like I do, though. I feel like you're always the one doing things for me. Hang on a second. My mom's calling me. It's as if she knew we were talking about her. I'll just quickly take this.
Is she okay?
Out of nowhere, she said she has something to tell us. She said to bring you and head home right away.
Right now? All of a sudden?
It's a bit weird. I have no idea what this could be about. Are you sure you're okay to come with me right now?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Great. I am a bit worried about her now, so let's get going.
Elaine, we're here!
Come on right in. Mom, what on earth have you ordered this time? You bought a lot of makeup again.
Oh, that. It's nothing special. I just ran out of the stuff I was using, that's all.
Anyway, why don't the two of you take a seat?
Oh, yes, of course.
So, why did you suddenly call and tell us to come over, Mom? I've had a lot on my mind recently, and I'm sure you've noticed, Johnny. Of course I've noticed. You've been spending all day in your room and you don't even come out when I call you. I've been thinking about you, son. You've been thinking about me? That's right. I worked so hard to raise you by myself. You have no idea how much I've suffered trying to make sure nobody tried to look down on you for not having a dad. But I do know how much you've done for me, Mom, and I'm really grateful for you. No, what you know isn't everything. Do you know why I worked so hard? It was also that everything would go well for you. I thought that after I saw you get a good job, bring a nice girl home and get married, I would have done all that I could possibly do for you. But there is still something else that I need to do for you. What are you trying to say, Mom? Do you know that Natalie just quit her job? Natalie quit her job? I knew it! How could you not know something like that when you're about to marry her? No, that's not it. It's not your fault that she didn't tell you about it.
Elaine, if you're going to bring that up, there's something else I need to tell you.
No! I won't hear any more from you. Mom, pipe down. I'm trying to save you from throwing your life away on her. So, were you planning on waiting until after you were married to tell my son that you quit your job? Were you planning on leeching off my son's salary from then on out, were you?
No, of course not. I can explain.
Or were you planning to just sit at home doing your silly little drawings? Or are you planning on using your husband's money to set up an exhibition or whatever it is they call it?
Thinking about how you're going to chip away at my son's money once you're married makes me think that you really aren't as nice as you make yourself out to be. You should never judge by appearances, after all.
Mom, you're being way too hard on her right now.
Well, do you think that it's normal to quit your job whilst preparing for marriage and not even say anything to your soon-to-be husband? Wake up, boy. You're deluded.
I know that Natalie would have her reasons.
Did you not think for a second that her explanation might be nothing but a bunch of excuses? I always thought that I raised you well, but maybe I've made a mistake raising you to be this naive. I can't just sit by and be comfortable with this situation. Elaine, this is a serious misunderstanding. Please just give me the chance to explain myself. I really don't have the time to bother listening to the likes of you make excuses.
But Mom…
You just be quiet. Anyway, I can't give my blessing for this marriage. Even so, I'll give you a chance, Natalie. I want to see proof that you've gone and got a new job. If you do, then the marriage can go ahead. But until then, I'm not going to do anything for you, and I am definitely not going to let you see my son. How would you like me to prove to you that I found a new job? And you've misunderstood the whole situation about me quitting. I never once thought about stopping work as soon as I got married to Johnny. I told you that I was going to get a new job soon. I already really can't stand you artsy types, thinking you can make a career out of something so frivolous and stupid. So I'm surprised that you have the audacity to talk back to me as much as you are.
Mom, please.
Honestly, I'm so ashamed that I want to just say I won't allow this marriage to go ahead at all. But I'm actually giving you a chance here. What can I do to reassure you? I need to see that you've got yourself a new job. Well, whether you've got yourself a new job that is suitable for the woman who is going to be marrying my son, that is. You know what I mean, Natalie. A real job, not another one of your useless art escapades. Fine, I get it. Until then, don't even think about trying to meet up with Johnny. Don't even try to contact him. I would rather die than see my poor son deceived and falling victim to excuses.
Nat, wait a second. Let's talk about this a little more. My mom is only saying this stuff because she's a bit sensitive right now. She doesn't really mean it.
I'm leaving now. Please don't follow me. I don't want to cause any more misunderstandings with your mom. That's right, Johnny. Don't you go after her.
Mom, seriously, why on earth are you acting like this all of a sudden? What's happened to you?
Are you raising your voice at me right now? This is all for your own good. All I'm doing is trying my best to help you. You're blinded by love and clearly not in your right mind right now. Of course you're not capable of thinking properly for yourself.
Do I look like a helpless little kid to you? I'm an adult, Mom. I'm capable of looking after myself.
Well, it seems to me that you still have some growing up to do. You sit down now. If you dare follow her, I will wash my hands of you as my son. Goodbye, Elaine.
There really is no need for this. Nat, please don't leave yet. And Mom, what has gotten into you? Please just calm down for a second.
Goodbye, Natalie. When you've done what I asked, you can contact me through Johnny. Okay, I will. Bye, Johnny. Take care of yourself, okay?
Nat, wait up!
How much longer are you just gonna sit there staring off into space, Nat? Why don't you tell me what the problem is? Sorry to be acting like this when I'm the one who asked you to meet up. I was a little worried about you because you called me all of a sudden saying something was up but wouldn't even tell me what it was. You're always like this when something big has happened. You always keep your mouth shut about it even though it's obvious how much it's bothering you. I… do? Yeah, you do. That's exactly what Johnny does. I guess we really are two peas in a pod. Hey, why are you crying? Are you okay? Did something really bad happen? I really don't think I'm gonna be able to go through with this marriage, Claire. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be something to do with the wedding. A bunch of problems always crop up the closer you get to the date. But to hear that you don't want to go through with the marriage at all…
What on earth could have happened to make you say something like that?
Well, I quit my job recently.
What does that have to do with any of this?
Johnny's mom said she won't allow the wedding to go ahead if I don't prove to her that I've got a new job.
What is her problem? It's not like you're some lazy bum with no prospects. It's inevitable that you'll find a new job soon enough. I really don't get why she's so hung up on this.
Thanks, Claire. I really needed to hear that.
There's no need to thank me. Everyone knows that you're a super hardworking person and you try your best to never cause trouble for people around you. I'm sure you must have had a perfectly good reason for quitting your job.
When you describe me, it really sounds like you're describing Johnny. I guess we're more alike than I thought.
You know, I actually thought you guys looked pretty alike when I first saw him. But the fact that your personalities are the same too. You guys really are made for each other, huh?
Well, that's why I thought that everything was going to work out. Johnny is such a nice and loyal guy. I thought that as long as the two of us were together, anything would be possible. But I had no idea that us getting married would lead to a problem like this.
My head's still reeling a bit about the whole situation. Can you tell me the whole story from the beginning?
So, when I first told Johnny's mom that I quit my job, she didn't look too happy about it. But I tried not to read too much into it and didn't let it bother me. But then she called me over to her house.
And then what happened?
She started accusing me of plotting to leech off Johnny's money in order to live an easy life, or wanting to use it to fund an exhibition instead of working.
An exhibition? I thought that was always just a thing you said you'd maybe do in the distant future after you're retired. Plus, you've already had your art featured a few times before.
Yeah, it is always what I said. But she's obviously completely misunderstood the situation.
How can she just completely twist the narrative like that? Were you at least able to explain yourself to her?
Nope, not at all.
What?
Why? She didn't even give me a chance to get a word in.
What a crazy woman. Did Johnny at least step in and try and defuse the situation?
No, he's not too great at standing up to his mom. He was just kind of caught up in the middle, standing there acting all flustered.
Even if it's his mum he's dealing with, how could he not stand up for the woman he's supposed to be marrying?
Right? I got the feeling that he had been doted on a little bit too much by his mom during that exchange. But at the same time, I know that he is very attached to her, and it would be hard for him to see how much she has been manipulating him this whole time.
But if you won't take your side against her now, that doesn't bode well at all for when you're married. It does make me worry a little for you.
But you know what? I was actually strangely okay with the whole situation. I thought that as long as I deal with it and explain myself well, I would be able to solve the problem. After all, my ethos has always been that you can do anything as long as you try your hardest.
You are way too optimistic, Nat.
I know. I think the main problem was me too nonchalantly blurting out that I'd quit my job in front of her. I hadn't even told Johnny at that point. But I just had so much on my plate at the time, and I just ended up saying I would solve everything, even if I don't know how.
Well, you've never been the type of person to jump into something without thinking, so I have faith in you.
But, you know, the situation has really made me realize that Johnny being such a nice guy is not entirely a good thing. He couldn't even mediate between us when his mom was backing me into a corner, so I'm worried that he won't ever be able to have my back if something like that happens again. Their mother-son relationship is a little bit too based on codependency. So I do think that when the chips are down, he won't be able to do anything for me if it's his mom we're dealing with.
You know that this kind of mother-son relationship is not normal when the son is well into his 30s, right?
Yeah, I do know. Call me naive, but I thought that maybe things would get better with time.
You're completely out of your mind. Wake up, girl!
But there was just this one thing that made me think that I'm not going to be able to go ahead with the wedding.
Wait. So what you're saying is that you can deal with all the crazy stuff you just talked about, and that something else is the reason you think you can't go through with the wedding? Just take a deep breath and listen to me for a second, okay?
Okay.
Oh, sweetie, don't cry. This is the first time I've ever seen you cry so much. You're always so strong. What on earth could it be that's making you this upset?
She belittled my career, dismissed me as one of those artsy types, and said that my work is frivolous and stupid. She told me to go and get a real job.
What? Who thinks like that these days? There are so many amazing jobs in the art field.
It just really hurt to hear that from someone who's meant to be welcoming me into her family. It made me so mad.
I would be mad if I were you. She's crazy. There are some things that you just don't say to people.
I'm lucky to have always received support from my parents regarding my career. They supported me wholeheartedly when I told them that I wanted to pursue a career in art. My parents have always been proud of my job.
As they should. You worked really hard to get where you are now.
I just felt as if she didn't just insult me. She insulted my parents and all the love and support they gave me in my career. I really resented Johnny for not being able to say anything in my defense in that situation. That's why I feel I can't marry him. How can I marry into a family that has so little respect for my career?
Well, I guess you should call off the wedding then.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Isn't that what you wanted to hear? You think it's the right decision for you, your family, and your future?
We talked about how Johnny and I are quite alike, right? My parents have always liked the fact that we're alike. But I guess Johnny's mom didn't like that at all.
She is far too judgy. I'm glad that you could tell me all this and get it off your chest.
You know what, Claire? I really think that I can't just call off the wedding like this. I know I might be seen as a pushover, but when Johnny and my parents have done so much for me and put so much towards this wedding, I don't want to just disregard all that.
I get it now. It's going to be hard, but however you decide to approach calling off the wedding, I'll have your back. At the end of the day, this is your wedding. You can be in full control of how things go from here on out.
Thanks, Claire. Thank you so much for listening to my downer of a story. I really needed some comforting. I'm so grateful for you.
If you're so grateful, you can stop crying now, eh? And let's just say you owe me a drink later, okay?
Okay. Thank you again.
No need to thank me. That's what friends are for. Mom, please talk to me. I have nothing to say to you. Why are you still being like this? Natalie isn't someone who takes thoughtless actions, and she's definitely not the person you think she is. And what kind of person is that exactly? The kind of person who gets married only to fritter away their husband's money like it's nothing. Mom, I'm telling you, she is not that kind of person. Well, you're just a naive little boy who can't see the truth. Did you think that Natalie was really just a nice person like you are? Well, I saw right through her little act. Mom, I think I know Natalie better than you do. If you know her so well, then how come you didn't know that she'd quit her job then? I told you she isn't the sort of person who would do that without a good reason. She was perfectly ready to explain herself to you, but you wouldn't let her. Well, of course I didn't, because I knew that you would believe every word of whatever tall story she decided to tell. Do you seriously think that she has never lied to you? Of course I don't. Natalie would never lie to me. Well, I'm pretty sure she has. Mom, please. We've been together for 5 years. We have nothing to hide from each other. And what makes you think that exactly? Well, because I have nothing to hide from her. What does that have to do with anything? How does that prove that she doesn't have anything to hide from you? Mom, how come you have so little trust in people? I trust her wholeheartedly. Why don't you trust anyone? Well, I trust no one except you. And look at where your trust got you. You ended up entrapped by that calculating woman you placed your trust in. It's my job as your mother to put myself on the line and shield you from people like her. Mom, seriously. Natalie is not a bad person. I told you she will have her reasons and she will be able to explain it all to us in a rational way. We need to hear her out. Did you not see? When she left the house last time she was here, her eyes were full of venom and malice. If I hadn't figured out what an awful woman she is, you would have been in real trouble, my son. Mom, honestly, at this point it just seems like you never want me to get married. Of course I want you to get married. I just wish you had chosen a nice, suitable girl instead of the one who caused all this trouble for us. I said before, didn't I?
Seeing you married off would be the final step in fulfilling my duty to you as a mother. But seriously, why did you have to fall for this lying, silly little artsy girl?
Wait, Natalie messaged me. She's done exactly what you told her to do and is asking us to come and see her new workplace. Are you happy now?
Well, I don't know what web of lies she's going to spin this time, so I guess I'll just have to go with you and see for myself.
Can you just stop assuming the worst of her for 5 minutes, please? Let's just go and see her new company. Please don't try and start something.
If she tells the truth, I won't have anything else to say on the matter. The building looks pretty nice, I must say. I suppose the office must be around here somewhere.
See? Does this put your mind at ease?
No, not yet. I have to see everything in order to know whether this place is up to standard. Where do we go now?
She said it's Unit 220 of this building. Oh, everything from Unit 501 onwards is all one company.
Oh, so it is.
Unit 220. Oh, it's here. Nat!
Hey, Johnny. Hello, Elaine. I hope you're well. So is this the company you want to show me? Yes. First, you need to put on these lanyards to show that you're visitors to the company. Normally, visitors can't come into the main office, but I received special permission to let you guys come in.
Nat.
What is it?
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
I feel like this whole situation is all my fault.
Well, strictly speaking, it's not really your fault, so don't worry about it. Elaine, what are your thoughts on the company? Does it meet your standards? It's all right. So what work are you doing at this company exactly? I'm doing what an artsy type would naturally do. I design products, I draw. Well, you know the rest.
Are you disrespecting me right now?
No, of course not. I'm just using your words to explain what I'm doing here. I thought it would help you to understand better. Oh, and by the way, the CEO is waiting for you in his office, so if you would be so kind as to come this way.
The CEO is waiting for us?
Yeah. He's a busy man, though, so let's not keep him waiting.
It's fine. We don't need to be wasting the CEO's precious time. I'm sure that you've already seen enough to satisfy you, right, Mom?
No, he insists that you come and see him. As I said, he's on a tight schedule, so let's hurry up and head to his office now.
All right, let's go and see him then.
Sir, there are some visitors here to see you.
All right, you can bring them on in now.
Wait a second. Barry?
What's going on here? As I said, this is the CEO of our company.
I can see that! How can you be so insolent as to pull something like this?
Is this not what you wanted to see? You said you were curious to see my new company. Well, here we are.
So you're not only planning to leech off my son, you're now leeching off your own father as well. Mom, please be quiet. Barry, I am so sorry about her.
Our company needed a designer, so I decided to ask Natalie to fill the position. Although she is my daughter, I wouldn't call this nepotism. I chose her for this role fairly because she is simply the most skilled and qualified person for the job.
If you were planning on hiring her from the beginning, why didn't you just say so? Why did you have to bring me here and embarrass me like this?
I don't know what you think is so wrong about the whole situation, but so to avoid it seeming like Natalie was getting special treatment, I told her not to tell anyone that she was moving to her father's company. I told her not to let the other employees know that she's my daughter either, but I do think they may have cottoned on.
Barry, I am so sorry that things have ended up like this. What on earth are you apologizing for? Wasn't it your duty as a fiancé to let Johnny know that you had been hired by your father's company?
Even if I'd said something, would you have been happy with that, Elaine? Surely you would have just thought that I was choosing to work for my dad just so that I could mess around and earn money doing nothing.
I would never think that about you, Nat. You could have told me and there wouldn't have been any problems.
I just wanted to move to my dad's company without a big fuss being made. And even if I had told you, would you not have just gone and told your mom straight away? Do you think that things would have turned out differently from this if I had told you in advance? I certainly don't think so.
I know that family is more important than anything, but Johnny, you're all grown up now. You really shouldn't let your mother have this much control over your life. I strongly believe that if someone has something they want to say, they should stand firm on their own 2 feet and make their own case.
Are you trying to say that you think I didn't raise my son well?
Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. After seeing how Johnny was too afraid of you, his own mother, to stand up for himself or for Natalie in this situation, it's fully confirmed my suspicions.
Wow. Your entire family is crazy, aren't you? As soon as my son told me he was going to marry a silly artsy girl, I just knew it. A family that raises a child who thinks it's okay to have a career like that is obviously backwards. Mom, can you please stop saying things like that? You just be quiet and know your place. How are you going to go through with a wedding when it's obvious this family is full of manipulative meddlers?
Oh, I'm definitely not going through with the wedding now. The main reason I've called you two here today is to break off the engagement.
What did you just say? I don't have time for any more of your sick games.
I don't think you're in any position to say that when you've just blatantly insulted my family. I always thought that Johnny had grown up in a happy and healthy environment just like I did. But now I know that that was definitely not the case. And as my husband, I would need Johnny to be more than just a nice guy. I would need him to be able to stand up for me and defend me when other people are saying awful things about me, even if that person is his mother. Now I can see the truth. That Johnny is just a little mama's boy who can't do anything without his mom.
Are you out of your mind?
No. Actually, I think I'm more sound of mind right now than I have been in a long time. Now, can we just go ahead and agree that we should call off the wedding?
Elaine, Natalie told me everything you said to her, and they are definitely not words to be taken lightly. After knowing what your priorities are, it's clear to me that if my wife had appeared all decked up in nice makeup and jewelry, and if we were running a big company instead of this little one, your attitude towards us would have been completely different, wouldn't it?
How dare you judge me like that? Just who do you think you are?
If we're talking about judgment, didn't you take it upon yourself to judge Natalie and our family? Just as your son is precious to you, my daughter is precious to me, and I won't stand by and watch her be treated like this.
You need to wake up and realize that the world doesn't revolve around you, Elaine. You are not special. What makes you think that you have the right to judge our family?
Well, I don't think I've done anything wrong. All I've done is state cold, hard facts.
You insult my career. You insult my parents by implying they didn't raise me right by letting me pursue such a useless career path. What part of that do you think is okay?
Did I say anything that's untrue? And if you hadn't hidden the truth about moving to your dad's company, then I wouldn't have had to say any of those things.
But you would still have been thinking them, wouldn't you? I'm so grateful that this has all come to light before we got married. I would have been in real trouble if I'd married Johnny oblivious to what an awful person his mother was, and then have you make my life miserable.
I've discussed everything with my daughter, and calling off the wedding is a done deal on our end. I invited you here because I was so outraged at the thought that my daughter wasn't able to explain herself, and I wanted to give her a comfortable environment in which she could confidently break off the engagement. If you have any opinions about the way we have decided to handle things, I would kindly encourage you to keep them to yourself.
Barry, I promise. I'll persuade my mom to come around. Please just don't say that you'll break off the engagement like this.
Johnny, I would say I'm quite a good judge of character, and I'm confident when I say that I really don't think anything you do or say will persuade your mother to apologize to us.
Hold on a second. Apologize? Why on earth do I need to apologize to anyone? I've told you a million times. Natalie is the one who caused the situation by not saying anything about moving to her father's company. If she had just said something, none of this would have happened. I really don't know what I've done wrong, and I don't think I have anything to apologize for.
Mom? Mom? Are you okay? Natalie, I think we need to call 911.
I'm not going to make the call. Her son can take care of her. It's nothing to do with me, so I'm gonna head back to work now.
It's okay. I'll make the call.
I'm sorry, Dad.
What are you sorry for? I'm grateful that you were able to confide in me and tell me everything that's been going on. It scares me to think what would have happened if we didn't find out about all this and I just let you marry into this crazy family.
Thank you so much, Dad.
No worries, sweetheart. Now go on. Get back to work. Nat!
Johnny? What are you doing back here?
I've been waiting for another chance to talk to you.
How's your mom?
She's in the emergency room, but she's fine. It's nothing major.
Then why don't you go and look after her then? I have no idea why you'd come back here when your precious mommy is in the emergency room still.
Nat, please, can't we just talk about this a little more?
I've already said everything I need to say. I don't know what else you want from me.
Is this really the end for us? You said that you loved me. We said that we were going to be happy together.
Well, apparently just feeling those things and saying those things isn't enough to make a marriage work. Marriage isn't child's play, you know. With marriage, our families become involved with each other too, and we can't just be thinking about what the two of us want anymore. And I won't accept the way your mom has been treating me and my family.
I'll try my best to persuade her to come around. I promise she isn't normally this kind of person. She's just a little confused right now.
She didn't seem confused at all when she was insulting me to my face.
That was just a momentary blip. She always liked you before.
How do you know that? How do you know that she hasn't always secretly hated me? And I've never heard of anybody so viciously cursing someone out just because they were confused. The whole thing was calculated and malicious on her part because she couldn't bear to be parted from her precious son, least of all to someone unworthy like me.
But we love each other. I know that you still love me.
I do. But what am I supposed to do when you and your mom are so inseparable? I've come to learn that there's no space for me to squeeze in between you two. Even though I do still love you, there is no way that I could ever love your mom, and she would always be in the way of our relationship.
From now on, I'll stand up for myself and for you. I'll make sure that this never happens again. I promise.
I don't believe for a second that you can do that.
Is there no way that you can give me another chance? I'm begging you.
Are you willing to choose me over your mom then?
Yes, I swear. I really don't want to risk losing you. After everything we've been through, I realize now more than ever how much you mean to me. I'm sorry I wasn't a good partner to you before, but I promise that I'll take your side from now on.
I want to believe you, but I'm not sure if I can yet. I'll give you one final chance to come to my side. You better not blow it or I'm seriously going to end things.
Yes, I promise. What can I do to show you how serious I am?
I have something that I'm working on that I'm going to bring up to your mom. I'm 100% sure she's going to insult me and say it's stupid. I want you to defend me after I tell her and she inevitably says that design and drawing is pointless. Do you think you can do that?
Yes, of course I can. But can you please wait a little bit until she's out of the hospital? In the state she's in right now, she might seriously drop dead when I choose her side over hers.
That's fine. I'll wait a little while until I hear she's out. I want to warn you ahead of time, though. This is the last time I ever want to speak to her.
I understand.
Hello, Elaine. I hope you're feeling better. Well, if it isn't Little Miss Nepotism. Don't pretend like you care about me. You're the one that caused all this. You're still going on about me only getting my job because of my father? I thought we made it clear it's because I'm good at what I do. You can say whatever you want, but it's not going to make me believe it. I know you're just trying to manipulate Johnny to get money out of him. You're a liar, and I really doubt you got a job at your dad's company for any reason other than you're related. Funny you should say that. I actually have something that I want to show you. What do you think of this? It's actually a pretty old piece that I made back in college. It was before I transitioned into digital design and illustration.
What is this? It looks like you just poured some paint on a canvas. I'm pretty sure a blindfolded monkey could do the same thing.
You really think that? You don't see any value in making art like this?
None whatsoever. It's a pointless, worthless hobby that will lead to nothing. Do you think you're Picasso or something? Millions of people want to become famous artists, but it never works out. The odds of becoming successful from art are basically zero.
That may be so, but Johnny actually really likes it.
I highly doubt that. And even if he said he liked it, I bet he was just lying to you to be nice.
You think so? Well, he's actually sitting right next to me reading these texts, and he said he really does like it. Let me invite him into this chat so he can tell you himself.
Mom, I really like this painting that she made, and I think you're being out of line. Johnny! You don't need to lie. I know that someone as sophisticated as you would never like a piece of garbage like this. The only piece of garbage around here is you. Why do you feel the need to be so rude to the person I love? I almost lost her because of you, you know. From now on, I'm not going to tolerate your terrible insults. I love Natalie and I won't stand for anyone mistreating her, even if it's my own mother. From now on, I'm cutting you out of my life. I'll have you know, by the way, that this exact painting is what made me fall in love with Natalie. I met her at the art exhibition where it was being displayed and fell in love with her on the spot. What are you saying? Is she making you say all this? I just can't believe it. My Johnny would never say anything so ridiculous. I bet this is Natalie writing all of this. Give him his phone back. No, it's me, and I'm serious. We've had enough of you.
Thanks for sticking up for me, Johnny. By the way, Elaine, there's a reason why I showed you that painting before. Look familiar? This is the professional soccer team from our city, who actually just won the championship last season. The owner of the club saw my painting and liked it so much he wanted to design this season's jerseys after it. I was a little shy at first because it was such an old piece, but the owner was so in love with it he insisted, so I agreed to let them use my design. Still think art is pointless? By the way, I got a very nice six-figure payday from this and will have more passive income for the rest of my life on all jersey sales.
Are you serious? They actually made those jerseys from your stupid painting?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Now the value of that stupid painting has gone through the roof. I have 3 separate appraisers coming to look at it soon, but I'm already getting offers for tens of thousands of dollars for it. Not that I'll ever sell it because it has sentimental value. Like Johnny said, it's the reason why we met in the first place. Guess it wasn't so stupid after all, huh?
This is the reason she got a job at her dad's company. She's extremely skilled at her job and pretty much everyone in the city knows it. I don't believe this. All from some stupid scribbling on a canvas. Well, due to recent events, I've decided to change my mind. I now give you permission to marry my son, and I don't think you are trying to manipulate him.
You've got to be kidding. Could you be any more obvious? You just want a cut of the money now that you know I'm the real deal.
Get lost, you old hag. Excuse me? Johnny, are you going to let her talk to me this way? Yeah, I am, you greedy old woman. We're done with you. I can't believe this. You're being so unfair.
I don't see it that way. This is what you get for constantly looking down on me and making crazy accusations. Like Johnny said, we were on the verge of breaking up because of you. Anyway, this is the end of the conversation. I just wanted to let you know Johnny wants nothing to do with you and we're going to be rolling in cash from now on. You, on the other hand, get a red card from us. Off you go! Once the soccer jerseys I designed got released, they sold out in seconds. Everyone was saying it was the best-looking design they've seen in a long time. Plus, it's being used as streetwear in addition to soccer fans wearing it. Some time has passed and we successfully had a wedding. Of course, Elaine wasn't there. It just goes to show you should never judge someone prematurely. Otherwise, you'll end up looking like an idiot like she did.
You've got some nerve to attack me like that in broad daylight, Gail.
It's your own dang fault, you idiot. You should have accepted my proposal. Don't you know how embarrassing it is to get denied for something like that?
That's no excuse to assault me with a fire extinguisher. Besides, literally anyone would tell a near stranger no. We're not even dating. Why would I agree to marry you?
Don't you know that I'm Davis's son? You know, the president of the company and all that? There is no reason to not marry me.
There's literally 1,000 reasons I could come up with right now as to why I wouldn't marry you. The most important being that I'm literally in a relationship right now with someone else.
And who's that? I'm sure it's some loser, right? Probably an errand boy, or worse, a janitor. You've got a pretty face. You deserve to marry someone a bit better than that. Someone like me, rich and built.
No. If you need a definite answer, then respectfully, not in a million years.
You'll change your mind, I'm sure. Oh, you're just embarrassed right now.
What?
I know proposing at work was probably a bit much. You probably wanted something more romantic, right? I can see why you got mad.
What are you going on about?
How about we try again somewhere better? I can take you to a nice hotel, maybe something that faces the ocean or has a nice view. I'll get us a nice room. It's on the house. You won't have to pay a dime. And after that, well, you can pay me back in another way.
No thanks.
Oh my God, so cute. Why are you still acting so shy? I suppose this is what we call playing hard to get, right? If it's a game for love you want to play, I'm all for it.
If it's a game of love, I'm not playing.
Grumpy as usual. I'll have my father pitch in and get you a nice expensive ring. Maybe even specially made by Cartier. What do you have to say about that?
That makes me somehow even less willing to marry you. I didn't think that was possible. Consider me speechless. You're really trying to get your dad to buy a ring for you to use on someone else. You really think that is impressive? No, nothing's changing my mind. Don't waste your money because no matter what you do, I'm telling you no.
You are so stubborn. But that's alright. I like women with a bit of a fight in them.
Please just stop. Why are you interested in me in the first place? We don't even know each other.
When I heard there was a newbie coming to work with us, I just had to see what they looked like. Little did I know that a literal angel was coming into our office. You were beautiful, adorable, amazing, so cute. I couldn't sleep, eat, even at work. All I could think about was you.
That's way too far, dude. Sorry, but please stop.
Why would I stop? You love me too, don't you?
I appreciate you thinking I'm a nice person and all, but don't make things up in your head like that. You need to learn how to respect people's boundaries. And no, I don't love you. I have a boyfriend already and I don't even know you. And after what you did, I don't really have any intention of befriending you.
I feel that this is a test for me.
A test?
You're trying to find out just how deep my love goes. By insulting me and denying me, you're finding out just how deep my devotion for you goes.
No. Stop making things up in your head to excuse your creepy behavior, please. I'm not playing games. I'm giving you my honest answer.
My love for you runs deeper than the ocean. It's bigger than the sky, hotter than the sun. I love you, my sweetheart honey bunches, with all of my heart, and I'll never stop.
Seriously, knock it off. God himself could come down here and ask me to date you, and I would tell him no. Even if you were on death's door, I would tell you no. The answer is no, and that's final. So please, just drop it, let it go.
Why are you always insulting me? I like your attitude, but you don't always have to talk back to me. Sometimes you need to listen. Perhaps next time I'll have to be a bit rougher to show you how to behave. I don't like hurting you, but sometimes tough love is necessary.
Please just leave me alone.
I don't give up on women so easily. Once I've decided on my prey, I will get them no matter what. You can't run away. Now be a good girl and come back to me. The next time I pull that ring out, I expect you to say yes.
Not a chance.
Aw, you're really hurting my ego here, my love. Putting me down so much is starting to piss me off. Do I need to teach you a lesson?
Your threats won't work on me. I'm not changing my mind or marrying you, no matter how many times you hit me. And if you keep this up, I'll have to resort to fighting back on my end.
Fight back? What exactly are you gonna do to me? You're tiny. You couldn't hurt a fly. Not to mention, I'm the president's son. I could have you lose your job just like that if I wanted to. And if you try to tell anyone, my dad would just pay them off.
First thing I'm doing is I'm taking this to court. I'm going to sue you for my medical expenses and then some more for sexual harassment.
Yeah, okay. You can't do something like that. Like I said, I can pay them all off.
You can't pay off the courts. Even as the president of the company, I doubt your dad has enough money to do that.
Well, even if I can't, this isn't something they'd take that seriously. You've got no proof for starters. They tell you to settle this on your own.
No way! I want the courts involved. I don't trust you to do this right without legal repercussions.
Oh, just stop giving me lip already, stupid woman. My father will easily bury the case, pay them off, remove the evidence. You name it. This will hurt you a lot more than it hurts me, I can promise you that. So be good and put the ring on.
You'd really abuse your father's power to cover up something like this. I'm not surprised. You seem like just the type of person to do that.
Well, I have the right to do so. I was born into a rich family with a great dad. I just got special privileges in this life. People who grew up poor like you have no choice but to follow our orders. Your life depends on it. So hurry up and marry me already. And don't talk to anyone about this lover spat. We're not involving the police. That would be a hassle.
I'll do whatever I want to.
All right, whatever. I can see you're not gonna give up. I'll show you. You're gonna regret this. In no time, you'll be crying, begging me to forgive you.
My name is Matilda, and I'm 28 years old. I recently got a new job working in a nearby office. Today, like any other day, I finished my work and got ready to head home. But for the first time in my life, I was attacked. Gail, the son of the president of the company, came up behind me with a fire extinguisher after I denied his sudden marriage proposal. At the time, I didn't think to fight back. I was too scared. I focused all my energy on escaping, which I somehow managed to do. I found his phone number on the company website and contacted him after to sort this out. But shortly after, the pain from the hits got worse and ran throughout my entire body. I became unable to move and had to call an ambulance to receive emergency care. After hearing what happened, they called the police, and I immediately filed a report so they would investigate the assault. Luckily, I was able to receive the care I needed at the hospital. I could never forgive this man. He will pay for what he has done to me. The next morning, thanks to the hospital care, I felt a little better. I was ready to do something about this. I went straight back to the office, planning to have a meeting with the president. I wanted to tell him face to face what had happened. Why did you tell your dad that I was lying to get money out of you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know. I went to talk to your dad this morning. After greeting me, he said something along the lines of, "So you're the girl who pretended to get hit by my son. You're kidding me, right?"
Dang, he said that? Oh, sucks for you. Sorry about that.
You're not gonna own up to this? I clearly am not lying. I have the bruises to prove it.
Ah, well, you wouldn't say yes when I proposed to you. You broke my heart, tore it to pieces. I had to do it to let all these feelings out and to teach you a lesson. Just chill, I'll pay for your medical bills if you just shut up. As long as you listen to me, of course.
That's not the point. Please just tell your dad the truth. I don't want a bad reputation before I've even started.
Alright then. But you gotta agree to my terms first.
What terms?
You need to drop that stupid lawsuit immediately. I can get rid of it myself, but it'll be a pain for real. I'd rather not have to deal with all of it.
Seriously? I thought we talked about this yesterday. You want me to just pretend none of it ever happened?
Yep, exactly.
I don't think you realize what you did. The pain was so bad, I had to go to the emergency room.
It couldn't be that bad. You came to work today, so obviously you're fine.
I'm still covered in bruises and everything hurts. I only came because I can't call out on my second day of work. I have a copy of my physical from the doctors that's proof enough something happened.
That's dramatic. Listen, your bruises are nothing compared to the pain you've caused me. It was like a million stabs to my heart all at once. Compared to that, yours is like a tiny mosquito bite. But there is a way that you can fix my pain if you just hurry up and marry me.
You're still going on about that? How many times do I have to tell you? No, 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 never.
If you're gonna keep on acting like this, I'll have to pull out the big guns. Either you marry me, or I'll make sure you're fired. You won't be working here another day without my permission.
What?
All I need to do is say the word, and my dad will throw you out. Not only that, but after what I told him, he thinks you're trying to get money from the company. So he'll try and charge you for financial fraud for that police claim. What do you have to say about that, huh? You are screwed without me. You can't fight back, so just agree already. But it's okay. I can save you. Get down on your knees and beg, and I'll consider changing my mind. You are desperate to marry me, and I want you to show it.
Jesus Christ. No thanks.
You sure? After everything I said to you? Whatever, I guess. Don't bother coming into work in that case. You don't work here anymore. And after getting fired so soon after starting, I'm sure other companies won't want to hire you, huh? But if you were with me, I could get you a job anywhere you wanted. I know how to treat my wife right, and I'll make sure you can work here forever.
Can you just stop? I'm sick of this. You're so creepy, God. I'd rather swim in a pool of maggots than spend one more second talking to you. I feel sick even thinking about it.
You what? You're gonna say that to me? Me, the son of the president of the company that you work for? You have got some serious nerve.
I get it. Stop going on about who your dad is. I don't care. Do you even know who my dad is?
Why would I care? Probably just some janitor in another firm or something, right?
Does the name Roland Smith ring a bell?
Huh? Who the heck is that?
He was on the news yesterday morning, if that helps.
Oh, yeah, I know him. He's the congressman I saw on TV yesterday.
Yep, and he's my dad.
Wait, really?
I don't really like pulling the power card or using my dad like that, but clearly that's how you want to play. So if it's a battle between who holds the most power here, you've got nothing on me. If you really plan on taking this to your dad, then I will get my family involved too.
There's no way that your dad is that high up in the government. What the heck? My dad is the president of this company, you know?
My dad's extremely overprotective, I warn you. He fell madly in love with a woman a long time ago and had me. And he's just as protective over me as he is with his wife. Even in the past, he's protected me over things I didn't even need help with. So I wonder what would happen if he found out about this. His precious daughter getting viciously attacked with a fire extinguisher over something as silly as being turned down? Just what would happen?
Who cares? My dad can sweep it all under the rug so nothing would happen.
My father is in charge of a lot of the unions around here for workers. He's also involved in the Department of Labor. Did you know about that? Should I let him know? All I gotta do is tell him this company is doing some pretty shady stuff behind his back and it will all go away.
You can't do that. Knock it off, don't threaten me. Besides, that's a cowardly move, don't you think? Don't use your father's power to win. This is between you and me.
How ironic coming from you. I don't think you've said a single sentence without reminding me about your father. So, who's really abusing their father's power here? Me or you?
Oh, shut up. I hate rebellious women like you. You need to learn your place. I'll have you fired.
You can't fire workers without having a reason, though. I haven't done anything wrong. I've only worked here for a few days anyway. So, it would be illegal to fire me right now.
What about the fraud? You lied to get money out of us. That's plenty of reason to fire you.
Oh, that dumb story? You need proof for something like that, you know?
If it's proof you want, I got it right here. If you say a single word of this, I'll use it. I swear I will. So, if I were you, I'd learn how to shut my mouth.
That's an empty threat. And you're not even going to tell me what proof it is?
Of course I am. I've got it all right here. Proof that you used company funds for your personal reasons. I've even got receipts from you.
What? I don't remember buying anything with company funds. And I don't keep my receipts anyway.
You can't lie. I have the evidence right here.
Wayne's Steakhouse?
Yes, a super expensive high-end restaurant around here. I did my research. It seems you used company funds to treat yourself to a nice meal. I've caught you now, you idiot.
I've never even heard of that place. Are you sure it's not someone else? Then again, that's giving you too much credit. You just made these, right? What, are they photoshopped or something?
Photoshopped? No way. Look, it's got your full name and the company name right at the top there.
You were just mad I told you no, so you went online and printed these out or something, didn't you?
Shut up. You have no proof. Just listen to me.
I'm a vegan, by the way. Why would I go to a steakhouse? I haven't eaten any meat in like 15 years. So there's no way I'd be going somewhere like that in the first place.
What? You're a vegan, but you look so healthy.
What, are you stupid? Why wouldn't I be healthy?
Whatever, I have more proof. I have a receipt here from you buying 200 donuts from Winchell's. You trying to be the queen of donuts or something? How do you even eat all of those donuts before they go off, idiot? You must weigh more than you look.
Oh yeah, that one is mine actually.
Of course it is, they all are. See? Proof you've been stealing money. That's all I need to get you fired.
Do you involve yourself with the company at all? Despite being the son of the president, you don't seem to know anything that goes on, do you? There was a big party yesterday because someone landed a huge new deal. Glenn had me go and pick up donuts for the party. So he gave me the card personally and approved the transaction. Not exactly theft.
What? Oh, wait, seriously?
Besides, I can't eat donuts. Vegan, remember? Donuts have egg in them usually. I didn't eat any of them.
Are you serious? You can't eat eggs? This is ridiculous.
If you want more details, you can go ahead and Google what a vegan is. Are we done now? You've shown me your proof. Can you leave me alone, finally?
No, we are not through here. You stay here and talk to me, you idiot. I am never gonna forgive you for embarrassing me like that. Never. Mark my words. No matter what, I'll make sure you lose this job. You don't deserve it. I'll tell my dad. He'll figure out something. He knows all the rules. I'm sure there's a loophole.
Back to your dad again. You're a grown man. Stop relying on your daddy to do everything for you. And we already talked about this.
Are you making fun of me? Oh, I hate you. You won't get away with this, you monster.
Isn't that what I'm supposed to be saying to you?
I'm on my way right now to talk with my dad. We will discuss a punishment fit for you disobeying me like this. You have one chance to apologize right now before I get there. Hey, I'm in the elevator right now. So close. You ready yet?
Okay.
I'm at the end of the hall.
And?
About 100 feet now.
Someone's moving fast.
30 feet now. I can see the door. This is your last chance, you know? You ready to say sorry? Ready to get down on your knees and beg for mercy?
To be honest, I'd advise you don't go in his office.
You don't get to tell me what to do. I'm his son. I can go in there anytime I want. I don't need an appointment.
But my dad's gonna have a meeting with him pretty soon.
What? No, he's not.
Did I forget to tell you?
Tell me what?
Oh, silly me. Must have slipped my mind.
Yo, just shut up and tell me.
Well, my dad is part of Congress, as I said. He's also a stockholder and shareholder for this company.
What? You're joking, right?
Actually, I think my dad owns something like 30% of the company. He invested a long time ago when the company was still a struggling tiny business. Anyway, he's on his way right now. Should be here any minute.
Wait, really? He's not gonna pass me in the hall, is he? Oh, wait a minute. So my dad already knows your dad, and he relies on your funding? Am I getting that right?
Yep, that's how it is.
But my dad has never mentioned anything about you. I heard we had some famous shareholders, but he would have mentioned if their daughter joined the company.
He would, which is why I didn't tell him. He probably didn't notice the last name since it's pretty common. If he knew who I was, he'd probably give me special treatment or something, which annoys me. So I didn't tell anyone about being related to him, not even the president.
Wait a minute. Why would you want that? Normal people would want everyone to know about that. It's a huge deal. If you get special privileges, wouldn't you want to take advantage of that?
No, I don't. I'm not like you, sorry. I'd rather be recognized and treated properly because of my own hard work and for being useful to the company. I don't want everyone tiptoeing around me out of fear. Besides, everyone would hate me if I abused my father's position for my own gain. And I know that because I hate you for the same reason.
It's not abusing your power. It's just using what you've got to your advantage. If you want to get anywhere in life, you should be using that.
No, that's relying on luck. I was lucky to be born into a wealthy family, but I don't want that to define me. Anyway, my dad's coming to talk to your dad about some business stuff I don't understand. I'll go ahead and let him know what happened real quick.
Wait, no, don't do that. Just wait a second. Look, I'm sorry, okay? We both messed up. I went a little overboard.
A little? I didn't do anything wrong. Some apology. Let's see here. Hi, Dad. Someone attacked me yesterday with a fire extinguisher. It was someone from work. How does that sound?
Wait, hold on. Look, I'm really sorry. It was my fault, all my fault, only me. I shouldn't have done that. I was an idiot. You didn't do anything wrong.
Actually, it was the son of the president, Gail.
I've apologized. Just stop it already. I'm sorry, okay? Isn't that what you wanted? Oh, please, just don't message your dad. Or mine either. Anything but that. Just don't send it. I'll do anything.
Oh, dear.
What? What happened?
Oh, heavens me, my bad. I tried to delete it, but I accidentally pressed the send button instead. Oh.
What? Oh, you're joking, right? Unsend it. Quick, before he notices.
It says the message was read.
Oh, I can hear someone in the room. They're yelling really loud.
He'd obviously be angry about it. Someone hurt his daughter.
Well, it's not too late to fix this. Please tell them you were kidding. Oh, they're gonna kill me.
It's not good to tell lies. Everyone learns that in like first grade, Gail.
But think about what this is gonna do to me.
Meh, it's your own fault. I didn't make you do it.
Oh no. My dad is calling me.
Oh dear. Looks like it's the end for you, huh? Have fun.
I won't hit you ever again. And I won't follow you anymore. I'll stay as far away from you as you'd like. I won't ask you to marry me. Please, just tell them you were joking.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. I told the police in the report why you had attacked me. They should be here to catch you in no time.
The police? Please don't. They might arrest me.
It was nice knowing you, except not really. Goodbye forever.
Wait. Don't leave. Oh, please help me.
After that, Gail was called into the president's office and aggressively interrogated by both of our fathers. After it was all over, I headed into the office as well. I gave them all the details of the incident as well as the lies Gail threatened to use on me. It was the first time I'd ever seen my father this angry. It was honestly terrifying. It didn't take long for the police to show up. Perhaps that's because of who my father is. Naturally, he was arrested. He was also guilty of breaking the rules of the company, so the president fired him on the spot. I'm not sure what happened to him after that. From what I heard, everyone in his life cut ties with him, even his father. I hired a lawyer to pay for the pain and medical expenses he caused me, which I was awarded. Of course, I still have scars from the incident, physical and emotional. I still don't feel comfortable being around men I don't know now. And I can't let anyone stand behind my back. I'm terrified of them doing something to me. But I have my boyfriend and family to help support me and get me through all of that. So I'll work hard to recover and forget all about this. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you next time!